Now let's dive into the latest economic news from Iraq. Iraq's foreign exchange reserves have reached an impressive $110 billion. This information comes from the financial advisor to Prime Minister Al-Sudani, MAA Mohammed Salah. The reserves are a mix of gold, US dollars, and other foreign currencies. This substantial amount is considered one of the most critical indicators for supporting both domestic and foreign investments in the country. According to Salah, Iraq's current account is posting positive rates which further bolster the stability of the Iraqi dinar. Have you heard the latest buzz about Iraq's currency? There's a lot of speculation and confusion swirling around the idea of removing 3 zeros from the Iraqi dinar. But is this actually happening? Is Iraq preparing for a major currency change, or is there something else at play? Today, we're going to break down the statements made by an advisor to Prime Minister Al-Sudani and unravel the truth behind the recent discussions. So buckle up as we dive into the details. Let's start by unpacking the heart of the matter. According to advisors, there are 2 primary conditions that must be met before Iraq can even consider removing those 3 zeros from the currency. The first condition is economic stability. For any currency change to be successful, the economy needs to be stable. Without that stability, making such a drastic change would do more harm than good. The second condition revolves around inflation. If inflation is too high, it will erode the value of the currency, making any positive impact of removing zeros negligible. But here's where things get tricky. Some of the statements surrounding this issue are not only contradictory, but some are also downright misleading. For example, there's talk about converting a 25 dinar note into a 25,000 dinar note. But here's the catch. There's never been a 25 dinar note in circulation in Iraq. So why are we hearing about this phantom note now? This raises an important question. Why is this kind of confusion being spread, especially when it seems irrelevant to the actual issue at hand? Some experts even believe that introducing this fictional denomination might be an intentional tactic to shift the focus away from the real problems, like Iraq's currency stabilization. These contradictory statements are creating confusion, and confusion breeds distrust. If people hear conflicting messages from the government, it's natural for them to question the integrity of those in charge. Trust is essential in any economy, and especially in a country like Iraq, where the financial system has faced significant challenges in the past. If the government wants to maintain the trust of its citizens, it's critical that they provide clear, consistent, and transparent communication about what's going on with the currency. So what's the solution to all this confusion? It starts with transparent communication from the government. The Iraqi authorities need to explain why currency changes are being considered and what the potential impact would be on everyday citizens. This isn't just about policy. It's about the people whose lives are directly affected by these changes. The good news is that when citizens are well informed, they can push for accountability. It's important for people to speak up and ask questions when they feel uncertain about policies that affect their money. If you're feeling confused about the current situation, don't hesitate to reach out to your representatives and demand clarity. After all, it's your money and your future on the line. Now let's consider the broader implications of these currency changes. For people living in Iraq, having access to international currencies would make travel much easier. No more scrambling to find exchange offices or dealing with unfavorable rates when traveling abroad. This would save time and money for everyday people. But it's not just travelers who stand to gain. Businesses would also benefit from a more flexible and efficient currency exchange system. For example, small businesses that need to import goods from abroad wouldn't have to jump through hoops to access foreign currency, which can sometimes involve high fees and complicated procedures. They would be able to buy and sell goods more easily and efficiently. In the past, doing business in Iraq meant dealing with a cumbersome process for importing and exporting goods. Merchants often had to go through several banks or financial institutions, incurring high fees at every step. However, the introduction of this new system, with 13 banks now involved in currency exchange, has streamlined the process. It's like having a local exchange service right at your bank. This setup ensures that exchange rates are real-time, offering transparency and making it easier for businesses to know exactly what they're getting in exchange for their money. Take, for instance, Bank of Baghdad. As one of the largest institutions now participating in this currency exchange network, it's playing a pivotal role in simplifying these transactions. Imagine a local merchant in Baghdad who imports electronics from China. With this new system, they can now easily pay their suppliers in Chinese yuan without worrying about exchange rates or hidden fees. This kind of efficiency could significantly reduce costs and minimize the risk of price fluctuations, which can be especially important for businesses operating on tight margins. Now let's zoom out and look at the larger implications for Iraq's economy. With enhanced currency trading and a more flexible financial system, Iraq could attract more foreign investors who were previously hesitant due to the complexities of the currency exchange process. Increased international trade could lead to job creation, and more jobs mean a thriving economy. The possibilities are exciting, to say the least. Additionally, the reduction in costs for goods and services could improve the quality of life for everyday Iraqis, making essential goods more affordable for families. Looking ahead, the long-term vision is even more promising. By having a modern banking system that supports multiple currencies, Iraq can bolster its global presence. The ability to trade and do business with other countries without worrying about currency restrictions will only help Iraq integrate more into the global economy. The timing of this shift is crucial. After years of political instability and economic difficulties, Iraq is slowly recovering. The government recognizes the importance of aligning its banking system with global standards, and it seems they're finally taking concrete steps to modernize and improve Iraq's financial infrastructure. If you're curious about how you can benefit from these changes, why not visit your local bank and ask about their new currency exchange services? It's a great opportunity to learn how to manage your finances more effectively and understand the impact of these new systems on your day-to-day life. Before we wrap up, we want to hear from you. Have you used any of the new currency exchange services yet? What has been your experience? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. We've discussed a lot today, from the confusing and contradictory statements about Iraq's currency to the exciting developments with currency exchange services. Remember, staying informed is key. In times of economic change, clarity is essential for building trust and ensuring stability. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any updates on this ongoing story. We want to hear your thoughts. Do you think removing the zeros will benefit Iraq's economy? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.